Season 2, this time around Austin, USA for the 6th round of the season. We are halfway through, and today I am once again not alone. With me is Jill Valentine. Hello!
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, we are here in USA. We missed the last 2 races, I guess.
That's right.
So we are back. This is the last race for 2021. Then we will have a 2 weeks break or one?
It's a 1 week break, yeah.
Okay. So the last race for 2021. Kart racer in the Ferrari is right now leading the championship in front of Felix. I don't have the standing here apparently. But we're waiting for the first driver who are driving out of the pits for their first hot lap. The first one is Marco FIFA in the AlphaTauri. And then quite a few people are coming out. The Aston Martin from Deckpaint. I don't know if it's his first race. We will see. So Austin is a quite tricky circuit, especially in the first sector, where you have to be very carefully with the track limits. Do you have any tips for the drivers, especially in qualifying?
Wait, which turn again?
The first sector, completely.
The first sector, you gotta watch out for the S's, especially turn 9. And yeah, there's not much to say. S's.
Yeah, I guess time penalties will play a big role for today. So less time penalty you have, and the better is for the race result, I guess. But we will look. Marco FIFA will be the first one that starts a hot lap, and everyone is on softs apart from Headcamper, who is in Alfa Romeo and on mediums. That's interesting because the strategy is a soft hard, I guess, if I'm right.
Maybe a 2-stop, even maybe a soft medium or a soft hard. Yeah.
Okay, we see now Marco FIFA going into the S section. Very tight. The first 2 corners of the S section should be flat out.
And next corner is the turn 9 I was speaking of. It's really dangerous. This one, because of the south shift curve, and yeah.
Especially the exit, you said it right. Then we go into the hairpin, and then we're going straight on to the best opportunity to overtake, and this is the long straight, and then turn 11, I guess, or yeah, should be turn 11.
Should be turn 11, yeah.
We watch Marco FIFA, who is on the last sector to finishing his first lap.
Also a very dangerous corner.
Yeah,
this one.
Who is going wide and is not invalidated, but he lost a lot of time. He finishes his lap in a 1:34.0. Behind of him is the Aston Martin of Deckpaint of 1:34.4. The next one is the Alfa, the Red Bull of Jonathan, who sets a new fastest lap of 1:33.7. Then Lewis with a 1:32.5, 1.2 seconds faster than
King
Jonathan.
Enzo is next one. In the Williams.
Ah, yeah. King Enzo rounds the final corner, who sets himself up into 3rd place. 33.8, decent lap from him. The next one is the other Red Bull Galactic Nerd. A 132.7, 2 times slower than Lewis. Very interesting. Now we'll see AMCF. No, it's not AMCF. It's Head Camper. That's a medium lap with a 135.0. So we see the softs are faster, like 6/10 or maybe more than the softs.
Oh,
yeah.
Really
Kart
good lap
Racer
of Kart Racer.
That's a new fastest lap, a 132.4, 1/10 or 1.5 times faster than Lewis. Then there is PC Willy, but he is starting his hot lap.
I wanna see that.
Yeah, we will stay on board with PC Willy. He's right now 4th in the standings in a Williams. That's very impressive.
4th in the standings, 3rd in the constructors with the Williams. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
What this guy has accomplished this season.
We go into the S section, a very tight section, as we said before. And now Felix sets a new fastest lap with a 1:31.7. 7/10 faster than Kart Racer. That's very impressive, but I guess that Kart Racer can go a lot faster than he did.
He will go faster, yeah.
Right now we are still on board with PC Willy.
Fastest second sector.
Yeah, that's true,
I don't know if it's,
yeah, it's Codemasters, we all know the game. Would be cool, but I don't think so.
Underseeker left, okay, maybe a disconnect.
Probably, but PC Willy runs the final corner, sets himself up into P11 with a 1:34.0. I guess he did a mistake somewhere. And there is Potcher, but he is on a in-lap. Then there is the Alpine of Jeremy, who finishes his lap in a 1:33.1, sets himself up into P7. 3/10 behind Potcher in the Ferrari. But now nearly everyone, apart from Finn Harris, who left the session. Oh, does he have a quali ban? Maybe.
Harris? Could be, yeah.
Marcos,
Not sure
AMCF, and What Do You Mean are the only one who didn't settle time yet, but they have enough time to do that, so. So there are again a few drivers who are out on the outlap once again. There is a little train, I don't know if they are... Okay, the McLaren of Finn is going into the pits. Oh, that's AMCF who is on a hot lap. Right down the... Oh, and he spun! And he somehow managed to avoid the barriers, and that was very scary. That was very scary.
That's your driver, isn't he?
Yeah, it is my driver apparently, and he's fast, but he lost the control out of the S's and somehow managed to avoid the barrier. He have enough time to go into the pits and sets a new set of softs. But he doesn't have a time yet. So the first driver who is now on a hot lap is again Marco FIFA. We go once again on board with him for the last sector, for the last few corners. This triple left-hander is very interesting, but you can go flat out, even if in the race, I guess. I hope I don't say something wrong. But now he runs the final corner, and what will his time be? It's a 1:33.4, 6 cents faster than before, and he sets himself up into 9th. The next one is the Mercedes of Seymour, but he is starting his hard lap. Now Head Camper is this time he is on the softs. He is 6/10 behind deck paint, so he has to improve quite a lot. But now 2/10 out of the first sector. We will see what he can do. Underseeker is back in the lobby. Maybe it was indeed a disconnect.
Yeah, I just typed with him that he disconnected. I invited him and he's back at it.
Okay, nice. Head Camper is 1 second up right now, and there are still a few corners to go. Seems like a decent lap from him, but what can he do? Runs the second to last corner, a quick left-hander, very difficult, and now the final corner. Seems like a decent lap, and it is a decent lap. 1:33.3, sets himself up into P8. That's a very good lap. Now Seymour is in the pits, so the next one is not Galactic Nerd, is Jonathan.
Culture, right? Oh.
Yeah, right back.
Racer.
Oh, it's Jonathan who don't approve, but there is Kart Racer, who sets provisional pole 131.6.
As the other Alfa Romeo goes up to P9.
Yeah, through AMCF after his spin out of the SS, sets himself up into P9. Good effort from both Alfa Romeo.
Jeremy on a hot lap, just started it.
Where is he? There is he. Just started. Then let's be on board with Jeremy. There is yellow in sector 1, but there's just a few drivers who let the faster car through. He improves in the first sector by 1/2 tenth.
Well, he invalidated anyway, so...
Oh, true. Didn't notice that actually. Then there is Underseeker right now, but he's on an out lap. Then Macrots, who's now on a hot lap. Oops, misclicked. Oh, there's some traffic there with AMCF and Underseeker. And even if they jump out of the way in time, but that's cost him a lot of time. Let's see if he can improve anyway. Right now in P17 and 18, both Haas driver.
Yeah.
But now Markroth's second to last corner and goes to the pits. Then let's see the other Haas. He's 8 seconds slower, so he's in lap 2.
Yeah, probably.
So Underseeker starting his lap, and he invalidated on the last corner, so the last and this lap doesn't count, and that's unfortunate.
Yep. Deck paint on a hard lap with his Aston Martin. He really
Deck
has to
paint.
improve right here, otherwise he will be oh, almost lost the car. He will be banned from Q2.
Yeah, he would, because we only drive short qualifying.
Oh, we do. Never mind.
Oh, and there is a Mercedes right behind of Underseeker, who spun.
Kartracer retired already.
Kartracer retired. He is confident enough that he is getting pole, but Felix is starting his hot lap, or is in the middle of his hot lap. Can he improve?
That's interesting. He will improve, I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, because Tyler is not racing today. That's a fact that we don't have to forget. And Galactic Nerd is in the pits and will not drive out. Yes, he will. He is now in out lap.
Everyone's driving out. So Felix has a purple second sector.
Yeah, he is improving by 1.5 tenths.
It's not gonna be enough if it's only 1.5 tenths.
Yeah, right now it's not enough. Here it is a thing of few milliseconds. When it was very tight indeed. Around the final corner, can he get himself into pole, and he lost it.
But he still improved though.
He improved, but not enough. Kartracer stayed in pole right now. But there is still Lewis and Galactic Nerd and Kiers F1 in Alpine who can improve. They have still the chance of getting pole position. But Felix can't, apparently, as he lost the back end out of the final corner and went off track. There's a lot of traffic in front. The drivers who let space in front to start their hot lap. There's Galactic Nerd waiting, but that's not really good because the tires are getting cold and not the real temperature. And Lewis improved his time by nearly 3 tenths and sets himself up into third. Now Galactic Nerd is starting his hot lap. He is nearly the only one who can get himself in pole. He's not improving out of the first sector. But now there is KSF1 who improved but not enough. He is still in P5, so Galactic Nerd is the only one here in the fight for pole.
PC Willie on a really good lap right now. It's not gonna be good enough for pole, but it's still good.
Seymour improved and sets himself up into P6 in front of Pocho. Now here is Galactic Nerd with a not excellent exit out of the turn. I don't know.
Turn, I don't know.
Here on the final corner, can he get pole position? No, he can't. He cannot even improve, and so it's Kartracer who is once again on pole.
Lewis is still driving.
Yeah, but he's slow.
Oh, he's slow, yeah. I just... Oh yeah, so that's it with qualifying.
Yeah, that's it. Kart Racer is once again on pole position, and once again is Felix, who completes the front row. Then Lewis, Galactic Nerd, KSF1, Senmo, El Pocho, Jeremy MCF, Marco FIFA, Headcamper, PC Willie, only in P12, but yeah, he's in a Williams, but we know what he can do. Jonathan in... Okay, thanks for that. Okay, that's it. We're going again through Kart Racer, Securus Pole, then Felix, Lewis, Galactic Nerd, KSF1, Sinmul, Pocho, Jeremy, AMCF, Marco FIFA, Headcamper, PC Willy, Jonathan P13, Enzo FIFA, Underseeker, Deckpaint, Marcros, What Do You Mean, and Finn, who wasn't able to finish a lap or a timed lap, so he's in P19, and Harris, who completes the order and starts last on the grid. Do you get any message from Felix about the weather?
What do you mean about the weather?
But the weather report, if it's going to be dry or rain later on.
I don't have any messages now.
Okay. But if you look up into the sky, we see...
Pretty clear,
yeah.
isn't it?
So here it is, the formation lap for the Austin Grand Prix. Let's look at the tires. Headcamper, King Enzo, and Deckpaint are the only driver who are on mediums, and everyone is on softs.
Totally forgot. You can drive even a medium hard. It's pretty good strategy as well.
Okay. Yeah, we got the pit strategy. Seems like a two-stopper, but I guess some of the guys who can save tires during the race are trying to do a soft hard, but they're, I guess, pretty slow.
Yeah, I talked with Kart Racer previously. He told me he's gonna do a soft hard, but it's pretty risky though. You really have to save tires. That's why I'm saying like King Enzo or maybe Deckpaint is going for a medium hard. All the others, I think it's a soft medium, a two-step.
Well, we still have to gamble with a possible safety car, but without any safety cars will be very interesting with the strategy indeed. And we will see what the drivers are going to do. But right now we're waiting for the last driver who sets up on the starting grid. We're waiting, but now there are 5 red lights over the driver. And it's lights out and away we go. Cartracer gets away well and Lewis gets a pretty decent start, sets himself around the outside of Felix. Can he stick the move? And he spun and Felix somehow managed to save him from the spin. And now Galactic Nerd is side by side with Felix. That was a chaotic start, but everyone is okay. Not everyone is fine.
Jonathan ram into macros.
Yeah, that was Lewis who spun out of the first corner, but Felix somehow managed to save him. But I don't know if he has wing damage. But now that's what we will see at the position changes. Harris somehow managed to be now in P15 and to gain 5 places out of the first 2 sector. But now there is Lewis and Galactic Nerd side by side, but Galactic Nerd has the inside and can go down the inside. Can Lewis somehow try to have a better exit? Yes, he can. Now he has the inside. And Galactic Nerd has to step back. But no, oh, I misclicked once again. But now Lewis against Galactic Nerd for the 3rd position. And he stays in front. But they're wheel banging. But now Lewis goes into the switches to the outside of Galactic Nerd. But Galactic Nerd with the inside line has the better line. Stays in front somehow. But loses a lot of time. But the drivers behind her somehow looking at this battle for the 3rd place. Especially Seymour, and there's a train.
Doing a pretty good job, yeah.
Yeah. But now the switchback out of turn 9. But now here is Lewis down the inside of Galactic Nerd. Can he make a switchback and have the better exit out of the turn to have the better run out of for the straight line? But now Lewis is weaving, changing his direction.
So it's gonna be a 3-party between the AlphaTauri, Red Bull and Mercedes.
But now Galactic Nerd having the inside, but Lewis is doing a switchback, but doesn't work actually. So the Red Bull stays in front once again. Cartracer built a 1 second gap to Felix. But Galactic Nerd have to look to build a gap on Lewis, because now DRS is enabled. And now here we look, Jeremy against Pocho goes down the inside. When nearly Pocho dives into the back of Kia's F1, but he somehow managed. There is wheel banging between these two. They're still side by side. Contact between these two, and they're still side by side. But Jeremy has to cut the corner. He's still on the outside line. Now inside line, they touch, and Jeremy spun. Oh, and that was hard racing. This was a bit too hard for both of them. I don't know who to blame, but yeah. But now with the DRS, it will be very interesting indeed. Now Lewis switches to the outside line, but even Seymour, he doesn't find a gap. But now Galactic Nerd tries down the inside, but Lewis with a switchback, the switcheroo.
Didn't quite work though.
Yeah, it didn't quite work because Galactic Nerd, and he did another switchback. Does he have a better exit? No. He has to wait for the start-finish line. This is actually pretty good racing between these two.
I don't know why Seymour is using his DRS right now. He has the DRS, they're fighting, he should save up to attack.
Now Lewis and Galactic Nerd, he goes down the inside into turn 1. But now Galactic Nerd with the better exit.
Oh,
they are still side by side, there is a contact, but now Lewis is in front. And have the ERS advantage, because Galactic Nerd uses some of his ERS and only have 50%. There is Aston Martin of Harris, who spun. I don't know what happened there, but we're still here in front with Galactic Nerd and Lewis. Bad exit out of the hairpin. And now he's gaining.
So don't forget the three-party between PC Willy, Marco FIFA and Camper.
Yeah, they're
fighting right now.
We look at it now, but Head Camper stayed in front with PC Willy, who's trying to find the gap, because there's a 1.5 second gap between Head Camper and AMCF. If Head Camper can somehow close the gap and take the DRS of his teammate AMCF, that would be very good for him.
Don't forget the DRS trend between P3 and P9. Oh
yes.
No, P8, my bad. It's crazy.
It could be from 3rd to 8th to 3rd to P11.
Yeah, basically.
No, 12 if they somehow manage to close the gap.
2 seconds they have to close.
There's AMCF against Pocho, but he can't make the move done in the SS. It's a bit too risky. Yeah, Lewis have enough ERS to defend against Galactic
PC
Nerd.
against Marco? Never mind. Oh. It was really close for a moment.
Okay, but now we look in front because there is Seymour, but he's not in the direction to make a move, so he has to wait once again. But now we look back at BC Willy, Marco FIFA and Head Camper. There is a position change, a battle between AMCF and Pocho. And now Pocho goes off track and now AMCF has the better run. They're still side by side, but Pocho has the better line. But will AMCF go down the inside? And there's nearly a contact between these two. But Pocho somehow managed to stay in front. But now there is PC Willy right in the back of Marco FIFA, now with the better exit. He has to use ERS, but he will not use ERS. And stays behind. Now Seymour against Pocho. I didn't see that coming,
yeah,
to be honest.
he did a little mistake and he didn't have a good exit.
Ah, okay.
I think he has swing damage, does he? Yeah, he has. Yeah, Seymour has swing damage, he's so slow.
Okay, maybe run at the back of Galactic Nerd or something. It doesn't have visible damage, but I guess it's the light green damage what you can see on the onboard.
Oh, Marco FIFA against PC Willy. Marco does not have DRS, it's gonna be an easy pass for the Williams driver.
There is Galactic Nerd and Lewis. They are once again side by side, but now there is Lewis with a switchback once again, but now there is Galactic Nerd. But Lewis managed to stay in front. But the battle is not over yet because Galactic Nerd has the better run out of the triple left-hander. There's Galactic Underseeker who gets a 10-second time penalty. But Galactic Nerd hard racing and stays in front. But there's now KSF1 and Pocho. Battle for 5th and Galactic Nerd against Lewis. I don't know what to commentate here. There's too much battle here in the first couple of laps. Marquardt with a 3-second time penalty. There are a few drivers who went into the pits, but Kies stays in front of Pocho.
As you see, Cartres extends the lead to Felix, but still managing to have more ERS than him.
Yeah, that's true. Pretty strong pace from him. But now Lewis surely have a pretty easy pass. Galactic Nerd is weaving, but he can't weave too much. But that's an easy pass for Lewis, who sets himself once again into 3rd place. Can Galactic Nerd somehow fight back? What do you mean with a 3-second time penalty? Now he's too far back and nearly crashed into the back of him, and that will be very chaotic because I guess it would be a wing damage. But fortunately for him, he didn't crash. But now Galactic Nerd has once again the opportunity.
KSF1
yeah, KSF1 with the pit stop and with the undercut opportunity.
Let's see, what tire is he going to? Probably new soft.
The mediums.
Oh yeah, it is.
So I guess it's a 2-stopper because it's a bit too. Yeah, it's a bit too early for 1-stopper.
I think PC Will is gonna make a move on your driver on the next DRS straight.
Alright, there's
So
a
it's me
mistake.
against you right now.
Does he have wing damage, Head Camper? Ah, no, he doesn't.
He doesn't, and he's also low on ERS. It's gonna be hard for him to defend.
Yeah, should be easy pass for him. We stay
As
on board.
he's using the ERS. He's not giving up.
He takes the slipstream. He's not giving up. He's fighting for the position. Now have under 10% of ERS, but PC really don't try it. So he stayed behind. Maybe he's trying on the start finish line. And then have the first sector, the S section, who gain the gap to defend the position. But we're looking in front once again. There is Galactic against Lewis. Now Pocho is going into the pits. Now MCF is behind these two. Let's look what Pocho is going to do for strategy, and it will be a 2-stopper for him too. Medium for him, and he will come behind of KSF1 by quite a big margin, so the undercut is pretty strong here. And there is a Mercedes of Seymour who... No, it's not Seymour, it's Underseeker.
Underseeker. Is DNF probably a safety car?
Oh, this would be very interesting. But
If
no,
not,
it's not.
PC Will is gonna overtake the Alpha. Probably. He's out of ERS.
He's out of ERS, he
It's gonna
can't,
be
he
an
can't
easy
really
move.
defend. Now PC Willie
That's it.
goes into the inside line and can he stay in front? Yes, he can. Can Head Camper fight back? No, he can't. So PC Willie now have 3.8 seconds to AMCF.
Let's see if we can close it. Jeremy not too far behind either. 4 seconds behind PC Willie.
Yeah, true.
And he got spun. OS with couple of pit stops, AMCF and Lewis let's see what tire are they switching
Yeah,
to.
Lewis is in the pits.
It's gonna be the medium, so he has to come in. Oh, he had wing damage. Lewis had wing damage.
Oh, okay.
As the Alfa Romeo driver on the mediums as well.
That can be very crucial. So basically, if Galactic Nerd is covering the undercut, he can stay in front. And there is Lewis, who's come out right in front of his teammate, but in front of Seymour.
So I'm guessing the top 4 kart racer, Felix, Galactic Nerd and Piscivillia, are gonna do a soft-hard strategy?
Could be. Kia's F1 gets a 3-second time penalty. Will they do a team order? Lewis is losing so much time behind Marco FIFA. They are not doing a team order right now. He's letting him pass on the... Yeah, he's gonna pass him on the straight. This is not very good for him. Okay, both of the first 2 are staying out. I guess they are staying out for another 2 or 3 laps.
Yeah, they're gonna switch on to hard tire.
Yeah.
Galactic Nerd staying out as well. What about Piscivilli staying out as well?
Piscivilli is staying out, but Headcamper has managed to stay in the DRS on of Piscivilli.
Oh yeah, the soft tire is pretty used right now, so...
Yeah. So right now the mediums should be faster.
They are faster, yeah. Plus, yes, an Alfa Romeo, so...
Yeah, okay, I guess the gap between Alfa Romeo and Williams is after performance patch not that big, but I guess I get your point. Our kart racer has a 7.5 gap to Felix. That's very impressive.
I think Headcamper is gonna pass Piscivilli on the straight line. Oh yeah, he's using ERS, so is Piscivilli. It's gonna be an easy pass though.
Yeah, it's gonna be an easy pass. You don't use ERS anymore. And now Headcamper is back at P4. He has to pit, but yeah. We will see what his pace on the mediums.
Eric is pitting.
Oh, Eric
what about
now
Felix?
in the pits.
Felix in
and
the pits.
He is going back. I guess it would be the only possibility for him to try something else.
Oh, he's going with the
on
medium tire.
Ooh.
Is he gonna make it to the end or not? Felix in the medium tire.
Ooh, that's interesting. I don't know how his tires
What about
were after
Galactic?
12 laps.
Medium.
Yeah.
Piscivilli is staying outside.
Oh, Felix somehow managed to avoid at the pit exit a collision with Piscivilli, but now he's losing so much time.
He's losing very, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and tries around the outside, and he makes the move down. Wow, what a move from Felix. And Headcamper
That's your driver.
spun out of turn 9. Or turn 8, I don't know.
Piscivilli in a really good position, has DRS from Felix.
Yeah, I don't know if he is going to... Oh, Felix
is not gonna overtake, no.
Yeah, he's not gonna overtake, but... Felix lost the back end out of the exit. Was pretty close. Now there are only 2 drivers who didn't pit yet, and that's Headcamper, Deckpaint, and Piscivilli.
And King Enzo.
At King Enzo, true.
I think Piscivilli has to pit this lap because the tires are pretty much dead.
Yeah, tires are they're very dead.
So maybe is he going to the hard or the medium? Let's see.
I guess the medium
but
too.
He did 12 laps on soft. So if he can make it with mediums, so yeah, it's gonna be the mediums.
Yeah, I guess the driver who pit on mediums after lap 10, they can make it through. Yeah. But there's another train of deck paint, Kiers, and Pocho, considering that that deck paint is still have to pit.
No ERS on all of the 3 cars.
Yeah, but Kiers is staying behind. Oh, and Pocho nearly drive it to the back end of Kiers. That was very close. Now AMCF is in front of Lewis. Wait, AMCF... did he pass both of them on track, I guess?
Oh, true. Why is Lewis that far behind?
Yeah, I guess Lewis lost a lot of time with his wing change.
Oh, true.
And Galactic Nerd was the last of these 3 who went into the pits, and now there is Pocho and Deck Paint wheel banging out of turn 1, but Deck Paint stays in front. Now there is AMCF and Galactic Nerd, but AMCF stays in front. There is yellow in sector 3, and that's Alpine of Jeremy.
Imagine Pocho gets a podium. It's looking really good for him though.
Yeah, it is. He has only one lap older tires than Lewis.
If he makes it to the end, he's P3 basically.
Now he switches to the outside of Deck Paint. Can he overtake both of them? No, he can't, but Deck Paint is defending.
Almost lost it.
Almost lost it, yeah, there was a contact between these two, but Pocho managed to stay in front right now in P4 for him. There's another battle now, AMCF inside line of Galactic Nerd with the better exit, but Galactic Nerd is inside, there's a contact between these two, but I don't think that's any wing damage.
Is Marco FIFA and PC Willy collide again? PC Willy has 6 lap fresher tires than Marco.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's still in an AlphaTauri though. Oh, it's gonna be a pass right here.
Marco FIFA defending the inside. PC William switches to the outside. Very late braking here from PC William with the better exit. Nice move from PC William.
Maybe an overtake of the week worth.
Yeah, it was a pretty good overtake. To force Marco FIFA to defend the inside line and then with late braking around the outside. Pretty good move. Though from him, and there is a Haas, a lapped Haas, but he is ghosting anywhere. But there's Pocho now.
P3.
P3 for Pocho, and every German guy knows what that could mean.
Is Galactic Nerd disconnected? Maybe I invite him.
Oh, really? Oh, that's unfortunate. No, he's back. No, he's not back.
Is he back in or not?
No, he's not.
This player has already joined. I can't invite him, he's in.
Okay, now he's not ghosting anymore. So I don't know what happened there, apparently. But Deckpain is still out. I guess he will stay out until lap 18 to 20. But now Pocho and Kiers F1 battle for third, but Kiers have a 3-second time penalty. We have to consider that right now it is a double podium for Ferrari.
For now.
For now. Still.
But we know Pocho.
We know him well enough. But now he's gaining. He switches to the inside and he makes the move done. Still, or sticks himself up into third place.
Yep. Good move. Maybe let's have a look at the penalties. Marco Fever is 12 seconds worth of penalty.
Yeah, true. Lewis also have 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. AMCF is closing on Deckpaint, who still has to pit.
Yes, yeah, he will stay out until lap 18 to 20 to go on soft for last 10 laps. But Galactic Nerd
King Enzo.
Disconnected once again. Yeah, he disconnected.
I'm inviting him.
That's unfortunate. He was in a battle for the podium, but right now he's losing, or his AI is losing so much time. But we are looking at the front because there is Kiers F1 and Pocho going out of turn 9. Deckpaint is now in 6th, passes Galactic Nerd, same for AMCF. But now Pocho with the DRS and the slipstream, he switches to the inside. He uses a lot of DRS.
Galactic Nerd joined again. That's good news. He's still ghosted though.
Good news for him. AMCF is now in front of Deckpaint and makes the move done. Up into P6 for him.
So Galactic Nerd's driving again. That's good news.
Okay. I don't see the gap actually. Please show me the gap. Game. Thanks. But now, 10 laps to go here in Austin to decide the winner, or even the podium, or everything is on the game right now. As we learned in Abu Dhabi last week, the race is over when everybody crossed the line.
I have the bad feeling that PSF1 and Pocho are gonna collide really hard. Like they're fighting again right now.
If Pocho is smart,
well, easy.
And he isn't smart, man. He doesn't have to fight him actually, because both Kiers, F1 and Lewis both have 3-second time penalty.
Lewis is closing, but it doesn't matter since he has
it doesn't matter.
Penalty.
So he only has to stay in the DRS zone of Kiers, and Lewis can't do anything to get past him.
Just bring it home safe, and it should be a P3 for Pocho. Surprising P3.
Yeah, the undercut works pretty well.
Safety car would rip everything apart.
Yeah, it would. Marco Fifa's in the pits for new fresher softs, I guess.
He's going for the fast lap.
I guess he had some wing damage or something.
Oh. What about King Enzo? He has to pit as well. Staying outside for now.
Okay, yes, with a lost car out of the corner, but now Potro is once again in front of him. If they overtake each other like that, it should be fine, but they have to avoid some bigger battles. And Simul has crashed.
Simul crashed.
And this is a safety car. This is a safety car, and both Felix and Kartracer has already passed the pit lane.
Yeah.
So basically now everyone pits for new fresh or softs, I assume, and yes, it is. Pocho's in the pits.
It's gonna be crazy race.
Lewis, I guess everyone is going to pit for new fresh or softs.
As they should.
Yeah, the problem is I don't think they will gain so much time because of the delta. Okay, the position stays like that as they were before. So,
oh, PC will it jump stack paint? No, he does. Never mind. He still has to pit.
But that's good for him apparently, because he wasn't in the box until now.
Yeah. No, King Enzo wasn't in the box.
Yeah,
now he is.
deck paint either.
Oh, Deckband did box.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, true, it wasn't a battle with Pocho and Kiers.
Yeah, exactly. So Pocho has the best chances for a win right now, believe it or not.
Right now he has a delta. He has to wait until...
Oh, he still has a delta?
Yeah, he has to wait until Kartracer is in the pits and then reaches the safety car.
Kartracer is going to the pit.
Yeah. Is going to pit. Is Felix trying? No, he's not.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything since.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
Still the delta.
Okay, but yes, yeah, no, he doesn't change anything because the delta is still there until Kartracer reaches the safety car.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are too far back to gain something. But in front of Kartracer is Jonathan apparently.
He is lapped, so he's going to.
Okay, he can pass the safety car. Okay. So right now Marcy did everything right to let the lap cars immediately through.
That's basically a restart for everyone. Everyone some fresh softs.
Yeah, this
the
will
gap is gonna go down because Kartracer was 8 seconds clear of Felix, but now it's right on his tail.
So Kartracer had the racing control, but now he has to defend. He has more pace than Felix, as we saw.
Well, Felix has to stick in his DRS for the 3 rounds because I talked with Kartracer and he's running an 11-11 wing. That means he's very slow on the straight line. So if Felix manages to keep up for 3 laps, it's gonna be an easy pass for Felix.
Okay, that's an interesting news. But now the rest of the field are catching. There is an Aston Martin of Harris.
Yeah, it's
between
pretty scary,
Felix.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. He's trying to pass, but he can't because the game is telling him to give the position back. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
So remaining guys are closing up. I think the safety guy's gonna stay out for another lap.
Yeah. Maybe 2.
I don't think so. Oh, the CSP Harry's doing. Oh my god, that's very dangerous.
I guess he's not even ghosting, so this is indeed very dangerous. Yeah, he's not allowed to pass. That's I don't know if you get disqualified if you overtake the safety car, even if you're not allowed. Because maybe if it's only a 10-second time penalty or something, he can overtake and we can put the 10-second away, but I think it would be a black flag for him. Oh god. Ah,
As
okay.
he passes.
And
disqualifying.
Yeah, okay.
That's really unfortunate for him.
Owen Headcamper gets a 5-second time penalty for severe collision with Marco FIFA. So now the lap cars are out of the way, fortunately.
So, last cars are closing in, led by Finn. King Enzo, Jonathan. Last 3 guys to close up.
So this will be a very exciting last few laps. Very exciting indeed. With Kart Racer still in front. And safety cars going in this lap. Okay, the cars behind are still able to catch these guys.
Yep, everyone's...
So Kart Racer is setting his pace. I know that he is
gonna be interesting.
I know that he is doing very late restarts. And now...
And off he goes. With a very good start.
Felix has to try everything to make the move done for the win. Behind Felix is Pocho, who only have to stay in the 1 second. And then he has a good opportunity.
So King Enzo picked up a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flag. I think it's gonna get removed because
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what happened behind. If he thinks that 5 seconds should be removed, that he will send us the footage.
Yeah, hopefully. So it's PC Willy against Marco FIFA against Galactic Nerd.
Ooh, there is Galactic Nerd, and he tried a move on Marco FIFA, and because of that he lost to... Okay, I guess he disconnected once again.
Oh, yep.
Because he's very slow. Yeah. On the perspective on the onboard, yeah. On the onboard of Finn, you can see the red X between left on his name. But now, fastest lap for Kart Racer. 5 laps to go here in Austin. Felix have to try everything he has. because
he can't
as-
do anything against
yeah.
Cartrace in sector 1 and 3, but he's picking up on sector
as you
2.
said, he's driving a 11-11 wing, so he is basically a horse on the straight.
Look at how he catches up on the straight line on Cartracer. He's using his ERS.
He's using ERS, and Cartracer is not. He's using very much ERS, and I don't know if it's good. But now Felix moves to the outside line. Can he make the move done? And yes, he can. Felix takes the lead, and there's Cartracer who spun out of the hairpin after the straight, and that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. He had the race. He had the win in his hands. And now, Pocho is up into third, and Felix has the win in his hands. But, yeah, as we saw in the past, that doesn't mean anything. A Cartracer takes a 3-second time penalty. Oh man!
Very unlucky.
Okay, there's AMCF who let him pass. That's very good for him. And Lewis against Kies F1. He tries something. Tries to find a gap, but there is not a gap. But the RS is now enabled, so we will see what the train here behind can do. Kies takes the slipstream, and Lewis also, can he make the move done and overtake both of them? Late braking for Kies F1, but he stays in front. Pocho only have to stay within the 3 seconds, and he has the podium, he has the P2. But right now it's Kies on the podium with him. But you have to be very careful because there's Cartracer with a very strong pace right now. And now he is in the DRS. Nah, he wasn't in the DRS on the detection line. But there's once again Lewis against Kies F1 for the last podium place. Kies is defending with everything he has.
Look at Cartracer, how he got behind Pocho already.
Yeah. Will Pocho let him through? And yes, he will. Good team order. Good job, guys. But now Lewis is in the slipstream. Nothing to do for Kies F1. Lewis makes the move done now. On track P2, but because of the penalty, he is in.
Well, if
third.
Cartracer manages to overtake Kies F1 and Lewis, it's going to be P3 and P2 for Ferrari.
Yes, it is. He's so much faster than these two. So he's losing time, but he doesn't have the pace to catch on Felix. That's 6 seconds, even though he managed to get them past.
Why are you fighting, guys? Why are you fighting? So King Enzo was fighting with.
But now Cartracer is going down the inside of Kies F1. Is Cartracer managed to stay in front? Now back on the podium.
2 laps to overtake Lewis if he has to make it.
Yeah, he has the DRS, or should have. But now, he opens the DRS, takes a slipstream. Can Kart Racer... Oh,
He's very slow, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very slow. But he moves down the inside of Lewis. Can he make the move down? Yes, he can, but Lewis is still there.
That's
But
the 11-11 wing right here.
Tracer stayed around the outside, and good job for him. He stays into the second position. But it's still not over yet. And Lewis picks another 3-second time penalty, and this is very crucial for the podium places. He opens CRS, takes a slipstream, but can't overtake Kart Racer, and now he has the opportunity to use the whole first sector to build a gap.
He's flying, Kart Racer.
And now for the last time of the race here, we're going to the straight. Kart Racer has a decent gap of 9/10, but will it be enough? Lewis is flying, but he can't overtake him. So Kart Racer stays in front. Lewis behind, then Kies, and then Pocho. But now we're looking at the race leader. He was behind the whole race, but somehow managed...
Well, Kart Racer spun, so
yeah,
that's
he
why.
spun, but... Felix wins the USA Grand Prix. What a race from him. With the mistake, the only mistake of the race of Kart Racer. Pocho finishes in P2, double podium for Ferrari. Good result.
I'm inviting these guys real quick.
Yeah, invite all of three, and the driver of the day, who we don't know who it is right now. And that's it for the Austin Grand Prix. The driver of the day is... Come on, show it! It's Finn, the other McLaren driver. So yeah, double podium for the Ferrari driver and a win for Felix, who regains the lead in the championship. So it's very tight indeed between these two. And so that's it. Felix won the race in front of Pocho, Kart Racer, Kies F1, Lewis, AMCF, Head Camper, PC Willy, King Enzo, and Deck Paint. Finishes in 10th and takes the last point. So yeah, the three podium drivers are already in the party. And let's start with P3, that's Kart Racer. Man, you had the racing control from start to after the safety car. What is your expression for that? Yeah, shit happens, huh? But yeah, you took Poland. The next races, I don't know where we're going to drive. Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 races left or 4. It's very tight in the championship. What do you think will be the strategy to beat Felix? Good strategy.
Yes!
Okay, then congrats for, even with the spin, for your podium. Then we're going to the other Ferrari with El Pochogr.
Elo.
First race in the Ferrari and a podium. You had a really strong pace during the whole race. Tell me your opinion.
I had a shitty quali because my setup was not that good. But yeah, I thought I was gonna outrace kart racer anyways, so I was concentrated from the start. Then I made Auge for kart racer that he spun. He spun them, and look where I'm now. I'm in front of him. That's how you take a Ferrari seat. And that's how you presentate to the Ferrari president that you are the better driver. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Do you consider yourself as a championship contender for the next season?
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Okay,
Everyone
then.
will go into their knees and pray for me because I will be the god of this league. Thank you.
Then congratulations for your first podium here in the Ferrari. And we're going to the race winner, Felix. Congratulations, first of all.
Easy. Never in doubt.
What was your expression after you saw that kart racer spun?
Well, at first I thought I spun him out, but apparently we didn't make contact, so that's good. And then I started laughing at him pretty much, at least in my head.
I don't think only in your head.
I don't remember. Did I laugh in the party? I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, in the end, I guess I got lucky with the safety car. Very lucky, I have to admit. That was definitely Eric's race. He was a lot faster than me in the first stint, and when he had like a 10-second gap by the time we went for pit stops. He had a lot less tire wear than me as well. My tires were dying off like crazy. I had, I think, 74% when I made my first pit stop. He had, what, like 55? So way less. But yeah, on the mediums I could actually keep up, and I was very worried about the final stint because I thought I had no chance of keeping up again. But yeah, then I managed to make a move on him, thought, yep, that's good, I can now try to keep him behind. But yeah, he just instantly lost it, I guess. Which was very good for me, because I had no ERS left, I was not confident at all, so I was very, very happy about that one. And I think it's very important for the championship. I'm back in the lead now, and hopefully I can keep that lead.
Yeah, do you also have a strategy for the last 4 races to keep the lead in the championship?
Not really, I guess just drive faster than him.
Seems obvious.
I mean, we've got, what, Japan, Brazil, Saudi Arabia and Imola left. I think Japan and Imola is probably better for the Ferrari. Brazil might be equal, and Saudi Arabia is definitely a McLaren track. So it could be interesting in the final 4 races. Especially because these cars are really so different. I mean, you could see how much I was gaining. I was gaining like half a second on the straight. It's crazy. But I also lose all of that in the corners again, which I think is mostly, well, some of it is based on just pure skill, because I have to admit kart racer is a better driver than me. I'm not going to argue that. But I think the car is actually a bit faster in the corners as well, his car. But I gain most of it back on the straight, which is a very interesting dynamic.
Okay, then to all championship contenders and Pocho, good luck for the rest of the season. And congratulations to everyone here, obviously. And yeah, that's it for the stream. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. Ciao, ciao.